This morning, burglars have gotten away with tens of millions of dollars.
We have breaking news involving one of the largest cash heists in U.S. history. $30 million stolen from a facility in Sylmar.
Los Angeles just got hit with a $30 million heist that's straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. We're talking a whopping $30 million in cold, hard cash swiped right under the noses of the city during Easter weekend. In the quiet suburb of Sylmar, thieves pulled off one of the most daring cash heists in Los Angeles history. They cracked into a seemingly impregnable safe at a GardaWorld facility and made off with the loot, leaving the city buzzing with questions and theories. This wasn't just a petty theft, it was a grand-scale operation that has everyone asking, how did they pull it off? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the heist that's got the whole town talking. How could $30 million disappear just like that? Alright, let's dig into the juicy details of this mind-blowing heist. Picture this. It's Easter Sunday, a time of peace and reflection, but in the northern Los Angeles suburb of Sylmar, a group of daring thieves had other plans. They targeted the GardaWorld facility, a fortress of cash known for its tight security. Using what can only be described as movie-style tactics, these bandits managed to breach the building's defenses. How, you ask? They cut through the roof to access the vault, sidestepping alarm systems that would make Fort Knox proud. And just like that, nearly $30 million vanished into thin air. By the time Monday rolled around and the staff opened the vault, all that was left were empty shelves and unanswered questions. The GardaWorld building, designed to be impenetrable, was outsmarted by thieves who left the city's law enforcement scratching their heads. This heist wasn't just a grab and go, it was a meticulously planned operation that's got everyone talking. From the silent alarms to the seismic motion detectors, nothing seemed to stop the culprits from making off with one of the largest cash hauls in Los Angeles history. This brazen burglary has not only shocked the city, but also set the stage for one of the most intriguing crime investigations of the decade. Massive federal investigation is now underway to solve the case. Now, let's dive into the investigation that's got the whole of Los Angeles on edge. The LAPD and the FBI are on the case, working together to track down the masterminds behind this epic heist. But folks, they're keeping their cards close to their chest, releasing only bits and pieces of information to the public. Commander Elaine Morales of the LAPD hinted that the heist was a sophisticated operation, suggesting the thieves knew exactly what they were doing to bypass such high-level security. And get this. Despite the advanced alarm systems and heavy surveillance at the GardaWorld facility, these robbers pulled off the theft without triggering a single alert. It's like something out of a spy movie. The plot thickens as aerial footage reveals a hole cut into the side of the building, covered hastily with plywood, a silent testament to the audacity of the crime. This wasn't a random smash and grab, it was a calculated strike, planned to perfection. As detectives comb through evidence and interview potential insiders, the tension is palpable. Could this be an inside job, or is there a criminal mastermind at play here? The city waits with bated breath for answers, hoping for a break in a case that reads like a page from a crime thriller novel. One of the world's best security systems was easily breached. In the aftermath of the heist, security experts are in disbelief. How could a facility, fortified with not one, but two alarm systems, seismic motion detectors, and an array of motion sensors, be breached so effectively? The consensus is clear. This operation was no amateur hour. It was a display of criminal sophistication that's rarely seen. Jim McGuffey, an expert in armored transport and security, expressed his astonishment, highlighting the stringent protective measures typically in place at cash management facilities like GardaWorld. From top to bottom, these places are fortresses designed to deter the most determined of thieves. Yet, in this case, the security was somehow outmaneuvered, leading to a heist that's become the talk of the town. Former police detective Randy Sutton weighed in, suggesting that a heist of this magnitude would have required months, if not longer, of meticulous planning and a deep understanding of the facility's security intricacies. The operation likely involved a team with specialized knowledge, capable of navigating and disabling the elaborate security measures without leaving a trace. This incident has rattled the security industry, prompting a re-evaluation of current protocols and the potential need for even more rigorous safeguards. As the investigation unfolds, the pressure is on to understand how such a significant breach occurred and what steps can be taken to prevent a similar incident in the future. The $30 million question remains: how did the thieves pull off one of the largest cash heists in Los Angeles' history without setting off a single alarm? This is a record-breaking heist. Now, let's put this heist into perspective by comparing it to some of the most infamous cash heists in US history. The GardaWorld burglary isn't just a local headline, it's a record-breaker, with its $30 million haul setting it apart as one of the largest cash thefts ever in the city of Los Angeles, rivaling even the notorious Dunbar armored robbery of 1997. In that legendary heist, thieves nabbed nearly $19 million from the Dunbar armored facility, a crime meticulously orchestrated by an insider. The parallels between these two heists are striking, both in their audacity and the apparent inside knowledge required to pull them off. However, while the Dunbar robbers were eventually caught, much of the stolen money was never recovered, adding an extra layer of intrigue to these criminal exploits. This recent heist also throws a spotlight on the broader issue of cash management security. In an era where digital transactions are becoming the norm, these large-scale cash thefts are stark reminders of the vulnerabilities that still exist in physical currency storage and transportation. The Los Angeles heist, with its cinematic bravado and staggering haul, will undoubtedly go down in the annals of criminal history. It raises questions about the evolving nature of security in the cash management industry and the lengths to which criminals will go to exploit these systems. How is this heist going to impact the economy? With $30 million missing, the economic and social ripples are far-reaching. This heist doesn't just impact GardaWorld, it sends shockwaves through the entire cash management industry. Companies worldwide are now scrutinizing their security protocols, pondering the unthinkable. If it can happen in Los Angeles, could it happen to us? But let's talk about the elephant in the room: laundering this much cash. It's a Herculean task. Randy Sutton, a seasoned detective, pointed out that moving and cleaning such a hefty sum would require an elaborate scheme, hinting that the culprits likely had a plan even before the heist. The implications for Los Angeles are profound. Such a high-profile crime affects the city's reputation, potentially impacting tourism and business investment. It's a wake-up call to the vulnerabilities in our cash-centric sectors and a reminder of the ongoing battle between high-tech security measures and the ingenuity of criminals. In the broader context, this heist could be a tipping point, prompting a shift toward more digital transactions and tighter security for physical assets. As the story unfolds, the conversation around cash security, crime prevention, and the future of money in our society is evolving, with this heist serving as a pivotal moment in that ongoing dialogue. As we wrap up this tale of stealth and strategy, the $30 million heist in Los Angeles stands as a stark reminder of the audacious lengths to which thieves will go for a major payday. This event isn't just a one-off caper, it's a narrative that could very well redefine security protocols and cash handling procedures across the globe. The fallout from this heist is bound to influence not only law enforcement strategies, but also how companies manage and protect their assets. In the grand scheme of things, this heist is more than a spectacular theft. It's a catalyst for change, pushing the boundaries of security, technology, and strategies. It challenges us to rethink the balance between physical and digital assets in an increasingly cashless society. As the story of this daring heist continues to unfold, we'll be here to bring you every twist and turn. So if you're hooked on following one of the most audacious thefts in recent history and want to stay updated with the latest in world news, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on our in-depth analyses and breaking news coverage that keeps you informed and engaged. Subscribe now and join us on this wild ride through the world of high-stakes heists and cutting-edge crime solving.